2,000 years ago, in a forest called Vrindavan, a small boy named Krishna played with his friends and their calves every day. On a hot summer's day, Krishna and his friends decide to cool off by the Yamuna river. The boys were happily drinking the river water, but suddenly they collapse and die. The water had been poisoned by a black serpent named Galia. He lived on the riverbed. His poison was so strong that the birds that flew over and the luscious trees and green grasses nearby were all killed by it. Krishna smiles, and just by glancing at his friends, brings them back to life. The boys get up and look at one another in amazement, knowing well that they were dead just a few moments ago. Krishna playfully climbs up the one remaining living tree, and after a moment dives into the poisonous lake. What is amazing is that Krishna, who is only a little boy, causes the river banks to flood several hundred yards, as if something very large has been dropped into the river. As Krishna splashes in the lake, he makes a loud sound, just like a big elephant. The noise is unbearable to Galia, who angrily uncoils himself to see who has disturbed his rest. Galia is a fearsome, evil serpent with hundreds of heads. He catches sight of Krishna and for a moment is mesmerized by his beauty. But Galia is full of rage and grabs Krishna with his coils. "What do you think you are doing, coming into my home like this?" Meanwhile, Krishna's friends and all the other inhabitants of Vrindavan gather on the banks of Yamuna, stunned with fear for Krishna, whom they love more than life itself. Balaram, who is Krishna's elder brother, smiles because he knows how powerful his little brother is. Balaram is not worried at all. Held tightly in Galia's grip, Krishna pretends to be dead for some hours. The earth shakes, dark clouds circle around them. Everybody is afraid. Krishna is dead. The Vrindavan inhabitants become distressed, weak, and heartbroken. At that moment, when they lose all hope, Krishna wakes up and immediately frees himself. Enraged, Galia spreads out his magnificent hoods and exhales poisonous fumes from his nostrils. His eyes blaze like fire, and his two-forked tongue hisses angrily as flames burst from his mouth. Galia sees an opportunity to bite Krishna, but the little boy jumps onto Galia's other heads. Galia is even more furious and charges straight towards Krishna. But Krishna darts about mischievously and completely tires out the serpent, who tries again and again to bite Krishna. Every time he fails. As Krishna continues to dance on the heads of Galia, the demigods begin to shower flowers and play heavenly music on flutes and drums. Galia begins to vomit blood instead of poison. His body breaks from the kicks of Krishna. Surrendering to his opponent, Galia loses consciousness. Galia's wives, the Nagapatnis, pray to Krishna that he will release their husband. "Krishna, please let our husband go. He didn't mean to cause any offense. Please, please let him go." Galia regains consciousness and also begs Krishna to forgive him for his evil doing. Krishna just smiles. All the residents of Vrindavan cheer as Krishna swims out of the Yamuna. There is much singing and celebration. Krishna, I knew you would be okay. Everybody was sad when you were caught in the clutches of Galia, but I knew the whole time that you would beat him.